innovation definition is the process of bringing together various types of knowledge and in a very unique way create a new knowledge.
Innovation, I think, is very important for organization and even for our community, our talent. So if we lack of innovation, how can it be?
So is it necessary to have innovation in my organization? So if it is necessary, what is it supposed to be?
If you have creativity, but if you don't have passion, it doesn't turn creativity into innovation.
When the leader want to create the new things or the new ideas, how they force their people to do it.
For the first time, I heard the word innovative. I think that what is that? And after I joined the class and I get the concept of innovative, I can feel that it's the trend now.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship.
I would like to welcome you all again to this Leadership Circle session. This is the third Leadership Circle. We have all regular students, we have all executive students who are current students, and we also have PhD students here. And also we have our alumni here as well. So I would like you to do networking. Our theme tonight is about leadership for innovative enterprise. Let us begin by listening to our Deputy Dean for Administration, Assistant Professor Dr. Wutthikrai Ngamsirijit.
We all see the things differently, right? This is very meaningful for the innovator. And for me, the leadership, okay, is the one that can manage what people see. You don't have to make people think about what you think exactly, but you have to make people understand what you're going to offer. So the role of leadership, based on my experience, he have to make people understand and feel the value. Okay? The more people understand what you're going to offer, they accept it. Okay, yes, that's called the innovation.
It's like a contradict, Innovative, you mean you need to gain the idea. At the same way, so many rules that the company cannot allow us to do. So the technique that we use, SUN technique, it stands for sustained judgment. And then you understand what they want to do, what they try to tell us. And it means nurture the ideas. That means that, you can build it on. Just listen to them.
Come to the term of leader of myself or leader of oneself. It's really important because nowadays we're so much concerned about relationship between leader and followers. We just study about this kind of thing, how could you convince people to do what you want? But how could you make people convince themselves to do what are they supposed to do? So if everyone in your unit thinking of how to build their own innovative, that would be all right to keep going on for the next process.
So from this, we can see two parts. The first is knowledge. The second part is the act of creation, leadership that needs in these dimensions. Knowledge leadership is needed here. And what leaders must do is to build the knowledge assets, create a diverse workforce. Because as we know, diversity means a variety of skills, of competencies, of backgrounds, both demographically and at the education. The culture that enhances the innovation in the organization. What leader must be in this dimension is not only be, but try to instill these characteristics in the workforce as well.
Talking about innovative, like creating the positive change to products, process, and people. So this is the general we have learned a lot in the book. But the other three components, I think it is quite important as well. In my opinion, the first one is the mentor. In case of you have any problem, you can ask for the advice. The mentor also needs to sincerity and tell you the truth, and this is quite important. Also, the leadership should have the right hand who you can rely on, because most of the time you will have the vision. You keep going with the vision, but nobody do the real operation for you. And the last thing, the succession planning.
For me, I believe that a leader that can create innovation doesn't have to be innovative. The first O is open-mindedness. If people have some creativity, you have to, help them. You have to think that it can happen. The second one is open communication. Let them say. You have to do brainstorming. You have to let them, think and then say whatever they want. I believe that people that can create innovation have to be very optimistic, because you're going to fail so many times until you get the innovation. So if you are optimistic, you believe that things can happen, then you have innovation.
My concept is HERS, H-E-R-S. I think we need happy workplace, happy environment, and E is effective communication, and R is the relationship driven, because no one wants to do it with you if you don't have good relationship with them. I know how to recruit specialists, from IT, from accounting, from finance, and from every department. I know how to drive people to work for me. And the last one is the spirit driven.
We need more than transformational leadership. I think we need inspirational leadership. So that's what is bigger, to my understanding, than transformational. To be able to transform an organization, you need to inspire all of your people, right? And you have to make them feel safe in order to create new things. So
if we keep on living and doing the same thing, you will need 3 planets to support your living. So that's why we need to think new leadership and innovation combined it together to lead us to find way. How can we live? How can we share this world?
What we aim is not just only innovation or innovative, or just not only enterprise or organization, but now our concerns expand to the society too. So what we're going to do is try to help or develop our society. It's not just only organization.
From learning perspective, I always believe in the word explore. When you talk about exploration, when you explore to the new group of people, explore to new places, explore to the new frontier of learning. That's the starting point of innovations.
For leaders, not just only think about the new idea or new things that concern about people, process, and products. But now I just learning from our professor that we have to think about one more P. The 4th P is planet.
Simple as it is, for me, being an innovator is to be able to make a cash cow or to produce money from the product that you create.
If you want to take a leadership role in your companies, especially in the innovative companies, enterprise, you are supposed to strike a balance between charismatic and talent role in yourself.
All right, start with the purpose of the leadership circle today. After the capture of the knowledge of the information that everyone provides through the session, we found that the purpose of this circle, the leadership, is for sustainability. We forgot on this, and also to make the social innovation, and also we try to, as Dr. Busya said, she would like to see the innovation community in the next decade, in the next generation. All right, let's check out the roles of the leaders in the innovation. We start up with the inspiration, convince, the role that the leader should have. we should lead both themselves. The leader should lead both themselves and also lead others. Try to convince, make a balance, make a presence inside yourself and also everyone around. And the most important thing is to make the innovation by yourself. Don't only just tell others to do the innovation, but you have to be a role model. Become the one who take action first. Finally, the character the leadership should have in order to drive innovation and also to create the leadership community in the organization.
What I learned from today's session, we have to develop many territories of leadership. Okay, not just only the enterprise or the one that start up enterprise or established enterprise, but we have to think beyond that too. Okay, to think about the society, to think about the planet, okay, encouraging the sustainable development into the curriculum too. We no longer live for only today, right? We have to do something for the future, for the next generation, okay, in 30 years later. Okay, we think we found the foundation, okay, from the session today too.
Okay, today this is a good chance for me to know, to learn, and to share experience to other people as well as getting the experience.
The important things about the leadership innovative enterprise is the character and the role of the leaders. I believe in thinking differently is the very challenge, and the last point of the most of today, innovative leaders will support us to develop our performance and productivities.